Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sam.
I'm Melissa.
And today we're going to do the college tag, basically college advice and our experience at college so far, and yeah. So what college do you attend? We both attend the USF. University of South Florida. And
Go Bulls.
Go Bulls. And what is our major? You can go first.
So I'm a biomedical science major.
I am a biomedical science major as well, but I'm focusing on the pre-dental track.
And I'm focusing on going to med school.
Yes. Was this your first choice major?
No. Honestly, I first wanted to be a veterinarian, but then I was like, oh, that's so much school, and I don't think I could deal with animals because I love animals, but seeing them in pain, I can't. So then I was like, my mom's a nurse. I really like helping people, so I was like, why not be a doctor? Even though, yes, that's more schooling, but I feel like I could really, I could deal with people in pain more than animals.
Yeah. This was, I don't know, this was my first, choice major. Actually, I don't even know, when I was at Alabama last year and going to my sophomore year at USF, and I was a biology major there, and now I'm going to be a biomedical science major. It's the same thing. I'm just focusing more on the medical side because I do want to go to dental school, so I thought that would be better than just being a normal biology major.
And honestly, it's more job opportunities for you. And
I think it's great that USF has this major because a lot of college campuses don't have biomed, which is really great for kids going into the medical field. So what year are we?
So I'm a junior.
Yeah, and I'm going to be a sophomore coming up. Do you live on campus, off campus, or commute?
I commute. I live off campus in an apartment with roommates, and honestly, I love it.
Last year as a freshman, I lived on campus at Alabama. I lived in a dorm, a normal communal bathroom type deal. But this year I'm living in an apartment with with 4 roommates, and it's right off of campus, and hers is too. We're both
we're right up the street from each other.
Yeah, we're right up the street from each other, and we're literally a couple minute walk from school, which is great. I love that. Yeah. Have you joined any student organizations?
So my first semester I wanted to, but I feel like transferring from Jersey and being full-time worker, it was going to be a little too much for me, and I took on 6 classes my first semester, which was really hard because, as you know, I'm a biomed major, so all of my science courses on top of being a full-time worker and being a manager at my job, it was really hard, so I did not.
Yeah. When I was at Alabama last year, I did join a couple organizations. I was part of a pre-med organization, a pre-dental organization as well, but I didn't really get involved there because I wasn't really happy there, and I was focusing on transferring back home. So yeah, but we are both doing sorority recruitment in August, which we are so excited about. So we are going to be joining a sorority. Would you rather stay to yourself or go party? I guess that means would you rather stay home or go out?
So I'm kind of weird because I love staying home and being in my own space where no one's bothering me, but I also like getting out and adventuring Tampa because I'm from Jersey, so I like exploring new places. I have a food page. Follow me at Tampa Foodies. We'll add that in the post below. But yeah, so I kind of like both.
I do too. I love staying in and watching Netflix, but I also like going out. At Alabama, there were so many frat parties, and I loved going to frat parties. I'm gonna take her to a frat party here because she hasn't been to one. I'm excited to see what the parties are like at USF. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But I think it's how I feel that night. Speaking of parties, are they fun? Yeah.
So I haven't been to any frat parties.
No.
But I have been to dorm parties here, and they're pretty fun because you socialize and you meet new people from the school that you've never seen because the campus is huge. But yeah, it's honestly not that bad.
I loved it. At Alabama, it was amazing. It was a big party school, so there was always something going on a Friday night, which I loved. I'm not sure about USF, but it sounds like there's always stuff going on. I think the best part of college is definitely Friday nights and meeting people and maybe joining Greek life, going to frat parties. It's really fun. You meet so many people in college. if you have a dorm or an apartment and roommates, do you get along with them?
Okay, so at first, for me, I was the last one to move into my apartment, which sucks. But like, it wasn't that bad. I got along with all my roommates. It was a cool experience because at first I have 3 other roommates. At first I was a little skeptical about it because that's a lot of other girls I'm going to be living with. But then I was happy because those are going to be the first people that I meet in a new city, a new town, a new state. So I really liked it. Now it's a little hard because we bumped heads a lot, but you know, you just move on. It doesn't really matter. You're here to have fun, to go to school, and that's all you should worry about.
Yes, I didn't have a roommate at Alabama, but I had a lot of friends that did. They didn't get along with theirs. I think it's hard.
It's really hard living with other girls.
Other people. It's really hard. Girls are catty. It's hard.
They're petty.
The ones that I'm moving in with now seem very sweet, and I hope everything works out. I think it will. Are you interested in Greek life? Yes.
Yes.
We both are doing recruitment this year, and we're both very excited. We hope we get in the same sorority.
Yes.
Biggest high school to college transition for you? There was so much for me.
The biggest high school to college transition?
Yeah. Like,
honestly, that's kind of like a hard question because
yeah,
I didn't go to college after high school. I waited a year because I wanted to go into the military, but I have low iron, so I got denied. And after that, I was just honestly confused because I didn't know what I wanted to go to school for. I was just like worrying about working during that time frame. But maybe, honestly, it could be the travel and like getting the push to move out of your home and go to a whole other state by yourself.
Yeah, I think that is the biggest thing. Like, going out of state was very hard. I lived up north as well in Philadelphia. Luckily, my family moved and I'm closer to school now, which is great. But that was definitely the hardest when I was at Alabama because I was, I think, like 10 hours away from home, and I hated that. Another thing, like, I went to a really small high school, so coming to a really big college like Alabama or USF, that was very hard. The classes are much harder. Being like in lecture halls with 400 kids, you don't get to know your professors
and they
that
do
well.
Fill up. Those seats fill up.
Like, it's like a movie, like how you expect it to be. It's exactly like that. And you should really take time to get to know your professors. It's really important. What do you not like about college?
Maybe like the pressure that you get from let me see. Maybe it could be like the pressure that you get from your peers in your class if you know that they're excelling and you feel like
100%.
you're like way behind because you're not learning at the same pace as them.
It doesn't matter.
But honestly, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, push yourself. Go talk to your advisor. Get that help. And honestly, you may think that they're excelling and they're really not, you know?
No, it's so true. Like, being in a 400 people lecture
hall?
class, yeah, for my biology class, my freshman year last year, was so hard. And when you get to the test and you're in like a room full of computers and like it's all electronic, I literally didn't do well in the first 2 tests, and I literally felt so like ashamed, I guess, because I've never done that bad in science classes because I felt that was my strong suit. And other kids are saying they got like A's and B's, and like nobody was like failing except a couple people like in my class. And then I talked to my professor. I met with him 3 times a week, and by the end of the year, he bumped my grade up to a B because he saw how hard I was working. So I think it's so important. It's so important to talk to your professors. Like, I literally can't even say that enough because that I wouldn't have gotten a B if I didn't use my professor 3 times a week.
Take advantage of seeing your professor.
If he knows or she knows that you are putting like effort in, and
the time,
you're studying and you're getting the help that you need, that they would be more than likely and happy to boost your grade up. So
yeah, bump your grade up to that A that you want, that B.
Yeah, it's really important. And I think a lot of people, like, a lot of my friends quit bio, like, the first semester because they were failing. And I kept telling them, like, go talk to your professor because they will help you. And they just didn't want to listen. Like, and it's, so, like, it's so sad, like, people, like, quitting their major and, like, their dream job because they're failing, like, their first year.
One class?
Their first year bio class. Like, go get help.
Yeah.
It's okay to get help. Like, I think in high school it was, like, if you don't know what you're doing, like, it's,
you're
like,
not cool.
You're not cool.
You don't fit in.
It does in college. You work at your own pace. Yes. Your own pace. Like
you're working for your career, for yourself.
Yes, that's what I love about college too.
Yeah.
Like you have no one pressuring you. You have no like the popular people. Like there's none of that, which I love about college. So yeah, just go talk to your professors. Any advice for high school seniors? Oh. Senior year was so.
I love senior year. Really?
I loved it, but it was hard for me because I didn't know where I wanted to go. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I knew what I wanted to do, I just didn't know where I wanted to go.
I loved senior year. I feel like it flew by. Yeah. My high school was a small high school. There honestly wasn't really that much work to do. We just had to worry about exams.
That was
and
the
like
part about
I honestly love senior year.
You just get to focus on your college apps.
Yeah.
And don't rush those. Don't take time on your college applications.
Do not mess up your senior year, though. Just because it's your last year doesn't mean anything. That's junior year and senior years are your most important year that you want to worry about having your GPA and if you took college credits, AP classes, SAT. You want them transferred to your college, and you want that on your transcript. So, honestly, the advice I can give you is do not skip your classes senior year. Like, no. Do not, like, go to your classes.
People think that, like, oh, like, I'm done, like, or second semester comes around and you're like, I'm going to college, or, like, when they get into college, they think that they can just start skipping classes. No, like, you drop your grade, like, say your grades drop second semester, colleges can withdraw their acceptance to you. So don't not go to class. That's so important. But, I don't know. I think just have fun your senior year.
Yeah, have fun your senior year.
Because you're probably not going to see, like, a lot of these people again. Yeah. Like, I moved, like, across the country, so I don't get to see my high school friends anymore that often. So it's so important to spend time with them. Everyone's going to be going in different directions. Yeah. And doing their life. It's really important. And pick the college that really fits you.
You want to go to. Don't pick a college that your friend's going to or major that your friend is doing.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below. Any questions you have about college.
Yes, comment below.
Anything you want to comment, do it. And I'm excited to be back on YouTube. It's been like last summer I uploaded my last video, so I'm so excited.
And I just started a YouTube channel.
So go follow her. I'll link everything in the bio. And yeah, so thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Peace.